Hey folks, today we pose the question, do I plant my seeds inside the house or do I just go ahead and buy them from the greenhouse? There's no right answer here. When I was working full time, I bought all of my plants from the greenhouse. If I hadn't done that, I wouldn't have had time to have a garden. Now that I'm retired, I have plenty of time to play and research and learn. And I really enjoy the control that it gives me to be able to select the varieties of seed that I'm going to use, the type of soil, and the fertilizers. I like to grow organically, and so those things are really, really important to me. Now, some folks say that it's way cheaper to grow your plants at home, and I don't necessarily know that this is true. There's quite a cost in order to get started with growing plants inside, especially if you're going to grow the things that take longer. That would be your peppers and tomatoes. Those particular plants need absolutely to have indoor lighting. So you have to buy grow lights. You're probably going to buy some sort of shelving unit so that you can detach the grow lights so that it will shine on those plants. You're going to need heat mats because those plants need higher temperatures to grow. You might even need to have an electric heater nearby those plants so that the soil is warm enough in order to grow them. And there are other costs too, the fertilizer, the soil itself, and then containers for transplanting when they get larger and more soil. So it can be quite an investment. After you've done that a few years, the cost is just more of maintaining. But initially, the cost can be kind of high. So that does make going to the greenhouse a little bit more attractive. There's also a learning curve. I didn't do things perfectly every time. The first year I grew peppers, I waited 2 weeks and they hadn't germinated. So I planted them all over again. Well, I didn't realize that sometimes it can take 2 weeks for peppers to germinate. And I had more peppers than I knew what to do with. And then I have other plants that I just can't seem to get to germinate no matter what I do. Bunching onions, leeks, those types of things. Growing from seed for me is just really frustrating. So you may have a different plant that you don't grow well. So I've learned what I can grow well and what I should just let somebody else grow. At this point, I've probably convinced you just to go to the greenhouse. But that really wasn't my intention. My intention was just so that you would be aware that there is a cost to get involved and that there is a time constraint also involved. Before I go, I just want to share a little bit of my personal philosophy about gardening. I was raised on a farm, and that farm became my first and best friend. Between the farm, my folks, and the little church down the road, I became who I am. I consider myself a gardener in life. Not only am I planting seeds in the soil, but I'm also planting seeds in my home, in my community, and around the world. I hope that I nurture and love and give light to all of those seeds that I'm planting in all of those areas. Do I ever plant bad seeds? Of course. I think everybody does. But the concept of growing a garden has taught me to be a better person in this world. And I'm grateful for the garden every day. I'm also grateful for everybody who's watching this video right now. Until next time, thanks for watching.